Hi, Maggie here. I'm back with a day in my life where we are going to cover what I love doing, which is gardening, obviously. So, in this episode, we will look at transplanting an elephant ear plant. Um, it's been doing so well that it gave birth to two other plants that were in there, and I was gifting a dear friend one of the plants. So we start off with me here, just taking the potting soil and mixing it with fertilizer. I might cover in this episode or maybe come back later with how to care for your elephant ear plants as well as monstera plants, the caring of the plants and how you grow them. So here you just see me mixing the potting soil with some fertilizer, and I have a mask on because at the time I did not wet the soil, so just so that I don't get a flu and pass it on to the baby. And even with before the baby, while I was still gardening, I have a green thumb, by the way. I would still use a mask. What you see in the grass there is some ice. We didn't have power in Ketmans on that day, so I seized the opportunity to just defrost my fridge. So here I'm using my tools to make. Sometimes I use my hands, and I love the smell of wet soil. It smells so nice. I don't know if anyone else is like me. I love the smell of wet sand. And you see, you have to wet, in my experience, you have to wet the plant you are working with so that the soil does not break off, and so that you can see how far the roots go. So you see me there just cleaning off the part, and then this is the new house or home for the plant, and I am just taking some potting soil and putting it underneath there. The idea is that you ideally want to get the plant out of its old home with as much soil as possible so that it can acclimatize to its new home. You don't want to take off so much soil or the sand that the potting soil that it was in. So you will see me there try to lift it as much as possible, but I'm going to break it a bit because I'm obviously taking it apart and separating the three. You'll see I think there are parts where I show you or I tried to show it. There's the one tiny one there, and then there's the two big ones. So the big ones are the ones I'm separating into. Okay, each one of the three is going in its separate pot. You can get potting soil from Popkevitz, as well as from Agra or Build It. And the best fertilizer, ladies and gentlemen, I must tell you from my experience, is chicken manure. That one is the best and most probably the cheapest on the market as well. It depends on, for plants I find that, and for vegetables I find that chicken manure works best. For grass, I think our typical manure, the one you can get from an abattoir, works best, but then it also comes with a little bit of weed for the grass. So you see me, I'm using that tool to keep the plant balanced because I'm working alone. I prefer also to work alone as I do things at my pace and to my liking. So I'm just putting some soil there. I don't have gloves on because it works faster that way, and it's primarily the reason why I don't get a manicure. because it will just be a waste having long nails, whereas I get to do all this. I'm very active at home when it comes to gardening and other things. So the majority of the work that I do requires that I keep my nails as short as possible. That is soil that I had pre-mixed already, and I'm using it for the second plant. You see, I put that one aside, and I'm also trying to balance this one and add some potting soil to it. Right, so you see what I'm doing there. Okay, I'm still mixing the soil, and then I'm trying to show you guys. It's so hard when you are filming yourself and also doing the work. I did my best. I don't know where I disappeared off to. I think I went to get some of my tools, my gardening tools. Yeah, there we go. Just to keep it balanced. Like I need to hold it in place so that as I place the soil, then it will remain in that position. So yeah, it's better to use your hands so you can spread the soil evenly. So I just go in there to just press it down a bit so that it remains in position, and then I go back with my tool. So I move the other one to the other end just to keep it balanced as I put in more soil. Please remember, ladies and gentlemen, potting soil is your best friend. And remember to use plant pots that have holes in them, otherwise the water will accumulate in there and your plant will rot, because it needs to have good drainage, otherwise it will just rot. It will be a waste. And the other thing is, you must also be cognizant of where you place your plant given the season. During winter, because it's really cold, I reposition the plants. Some of them I keep outside, the others I keep inside. I can't keep as many plants inside as I used to because of the baby, but I also use some frosting sheet just to cover and keep the plants warm in winter. And also you need to have a working schedule, I don't know, whichever one works for you. So I would go with a schedule, so that you know when to water your plants, and also just inform the others at home that this is this schedule when you water the plants, so that they don't overwater the plants. Most often I find that majority of the people really kill their plants because they are overwatering them, and they think they are giving them some love, whereas they are doing the opposite. So please just be careful not to. I'm trying to show you my hands there. I love it when I look like that. I really do. I honestly do. I love gardening. I love this. The little one is doing so well because this video was taken about a week ago. It's doing amazing. First, I'm showing you the hens that are gifted. So this is a baby born of the mother, and this is the sibling to the baby. So there is that. I was separating them. More details on my YouTube channel, guys. YouTube channel. My most precious plants are at the back. So I have monstera plants at the back here that are doing so well. I should make time to clean the leaves.
But yeah, I was not focusing on that today. I just wanted to show you what's at the back. I had kept them indoors before the baby, but yeah, the baby happened, so they needed to move. So they're here now. They're doing so well. You see, this is a new leaf, so it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. So they're doing so well. They're loving it here. So I'm just gonna maybe reposition them during winter, but for now they're doing so well.
Really, I'm just in love with my green hand, and thank you so much for tuning in, and subscribe, watch, repost, and comment. I'll see you on the next one. Yeah.